On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch.
Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Matt, and this is another edition of, Sunday football edition of Beers and Beards with Matt. And today, this is kind of my home office area that I have set up now, considering the fact that I am working from home now. As many of you may or may not know, I do work for CBSSports.com in the fantasy division, and right now I am both working on my lineup for this upcoming football Sunday, as well as watching Sunday football countdown on ESPN as well on my computer. So a lot of stuff going on right now. But other than that, I am also doing my 6th edition now of my Pumpkin Anthology. And this time I'm going with a little bit more of a macro pumpkin beer. I've had this before. I know they always kind of change it from season to season, depending on, it's still the same beer. However, who knows if they may tweak things a little bit to make things a little bit better. And this one is from the Blue Moon Company, which of course is from Coors in Colorado. And this is the Harvest Moon, which is Blue Moon's version of their pumpkin ale. Not really a lot, there's a little literature on here. I'll just read it to you guys really quick. This full-flavored amber ale is crafted with all the flavors of fall, including vine-ripened tomato, pumpkin, cloves, allspice, and nutmeg for a lightly spiced finish. Now, there's another beer that has nutmeg in it, as you may or may not have seen. Check it out, my Imperial, the Weyerbacher Imperial Pumpkin Ale that was very nutmeggy, which I really, really, really liked. So, let's pop this off. Some nice smoke working with this beer today. I don't know if you guys can really see. You might be able to. Yeah, it's kind of coming out there a little bit. So, ooh. Now this is a macro brew, and I'm drinking this out of the my Kronenberg 1664 glass, because pretty much on the back it says to drink from a glass like this for these types of beers. So we'll see how this is going to taste. I'm pouring this pretty aggressive. Nice amount of carbonation in this beer. Now, the beer probably has about, I'd say about 2 fingers. A lighter beer than the other one that I've had. This is more of a orangey color to it. You can probably see right there. It's got some nice carbonation at the bottom there working. The head sticks around, kind of foamy, a little bit soapy. It looks like it probably will dissipate pretty quick. Now, like I said, this is a macro beer, so don't really have high hopes for it. It's probably just going to be a ho-hum beer, in my personal opinion. But with that being said, let's try Blue Moon's Harvest Moon. I don't know. It's kind of bitter. The flavor, it's kind of like a hay, like cows eat hay. So it kind of reminds me of that. Tastes like the country or something like that, I guess you can say. No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of this beer. I mean, it claims to have, the clove and the allspice and nutmeg. I'm not getting any nutmeg whatsoever from this. I am getting more of a pumpkin taste out of it, though. It's kind of got that, like, down-home kind of taste to it a little bit. It's a little more earthy, I guess you could say. This is probably the earthiest pumpkin beer that I've had so far. I mean, nothing great. Kind of mealy a little bit too. I don't know. But it definitely has that beer taste to it. I mean, I mean, this beer clocks in about 6%, ABV 5.7 to be exact. So it's got a little bit of a kick. I I would say out of all the pumpkin beers so far, this is quite possibly the most sessionable in terms of ABV. That you can probably drink quite a few of these, and probably feel pretty good. I mean, it's a heavy beer. It feels heavy. It tastes heavy. But it's just got that beer taste to it. It's just not. It's nothing great. It's a Macrobrew, so you're getting a macro taste with this beer. And a lot of people give Blue Moon shit anyway. That people do not like Blue Moon. It's a sessionable. It's a nice sessionable beer, in and of itself. However, for the most part, a lot of their seasonals fall short, and this is another one that just kind of falls short. I mean, it's just kind of a ho-hum, whatever beer. I don't know, not really much else to say. I mean, it's about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I'm drinking. I mean, I'm gearing up for some football today, so I will be taking my home office and moving into the living room so I can watch some football on the big screen today. But just trying to get the teams ready. I will probably, in maybe about the next week, maybe this week, I might do like a little bonus kind of version. I guess kind of do a blog of my fantasy football team in particular. I don't really do a lot of that. I stick to the beers and stuff like that. I haven't blogged or vlogged in a really long time, so this beer is like heavy and you know, it's just not a very palatable beer. Like the palate on it is not good. I mean, yeah. I don't think that it's not a skunky beer. It just does not, as a whole, just doesn't taste very good, so. Well, had to throw out one of these beers. I mean, I haven't done like a macro beer yet, so this is probably this is probably the one that everybody can really get their hands on if they wanted to taste a pumpkin ale. I wouldn't suggest it, but you know, whatever. Like I said, this is a 6. I still have 4 pumpkin beers in my refrigerator, so I was gonna do 7, but I think I'm gonna up it to 10. So there are gonna be 4 more editions of the Pumpkin Anthology. So I figure like the top, people go by top 10, so why not do a top 10 pumpkin beers? I mean, these are the only ones that I get. I'm sure other people can probably get other pumpkin beers and everything like that, so. I mean, the carbonation in this is nice, just the taste is pretty atrocious. That's it. Nothing really to it. No lacing. No anything. There you go. Harvest Moon, courtesy of Blue Moon, from the Coors Company in Colorado. Just kind of a whatever beer. This will be ranked. I'm not judging it right now, but as you can see from my review, you probably get the overall idea of that I really didn't like this beer too much. It was pretty shitty, if you will. So that's about it. I gotta get back to work. And happy football Sunday to you guys. Take it easy. Let me know what you think about this review. Comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. So let me know, and I will see all you guys later. So take it easy.